John David. It's KB here. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Hello.
Hello. Okay, so you had mentioned that you and Christopher Nolan really partnered on the development of the protagonist. So, can you speak to some personal lived experiences that really informed your choices on screen? And, this role obviously is historic. We've never seen a Black man in this type of role before. So, what type of legacy do you want your career to hold, and how does Tenet kind of play into that?
Hmm. Man, all right, y'all. Okay. Okay. So, Chris and I, wait, repeat the first part again? The first
Yeah,
part, the
so
first.
yes, so you guys partnered on the development of the
Right.
protagonist. So tell me about kind of personal lived experiences that
Right.
really informed your choices on screen.
Well, being able to have access to some Navy SEALs. I got to train with some Navy SEALs. My man Duffy, shout out to him. Was talking about the mentality of someone who's willing to give their life for a mission, willing to give their life for, the people they were fighting for. And I just thought, like, what sort of like the question that Katya posed, like, what would I be willing to give my life for, and also it speaks. This film to me speaks about brotherhood, and I think the camaraderie that Neil and the protagonist had. There's something he found in the character of Kat, and I think the love for her son. There's something about the motherly aspect that I was able to relate to just with the relationship that I have with my mother and what it means to save a life, what it means for people to live their lives freely, be free to love and be free to take care of their families without having to worry about, any threats that can end the world. So I made that personal. Like, what would I be willing to do to save that, to even save them from even having the knowledge that their life is being threatened, which is another level. And then, if I'd be willing to do that, how would I go about doing it? What kind of, like, I found myself thinking about my life as it relates to the protagonist. My mission, my journey in football, what meant the most important thing to me was independence, and making my own name. And I was willing to die for that as well. Literally had broken ribs, collarbones, concussions I've suffered because I wanted that much to have my own identity and for people to respect me. And there's something that protagonist had, I brought to that into the protagonist, what he was willing to sacrifice, the kind of pain and ailments he was really willing to forego to accomplish such missions. And it's extreme with the life and death of it, but in some ways, football players are risking their lives in some ways. So I think I was able to pull from that a bit more than I expected. And then the second part was like just the impact. I want to. That's why even early in my career, and it's still early, that I've been a bit apprehensive to do press and to sort of sell something or sell myself, because I want the work to speak for itself. These next 10 years, I want to be able to work with filmmakers that I respect and love and that love the craft and want to work with me. And that's going to sort of tell people, let people in on who I am and the kind of person I am and what I believe in and the kind of art that I'm trying to associate myself with. If any of these films I'm involved with did do what film did for me as a kid, the mission accomplished, which was give me a sense of pride and identity, leadership, agency in my life, escapism. There was so much medicine administered through these films that I grew up watching. And if I can just change, everybody talks about I want to change my community and want to get all my people that gathered up and lift them up. If I can change just one person, and they have the right tools to change the rest of the community, then my job is done, and I'll be following that person. Because I'm just an artist. I just want to be able to inspire people through a film that I'm in, and something like this, Tenet, being a Christopher Nolan film, and my position in it is where I want to continue to push forward.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.